Hi, everyone. I'm Kathy Chenna with FDT Academy, Director of Admissions. We're here for our student video series. With me today is Bonnie. And Bonnie, thanks so much for being here. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What are some of your likes, dislikes? Where do you go to school? And what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 9 and I go to school at Mulgrave in West Van, and I really like to play tennis and read, and there's not really anything I dislike. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Now, tell us about your debating career. When did you start debating?
So I started debating when I was in grade 5, but by then I was kind of only learning the basics and I didn't really compete in tournaments. And I started competing in grade 6 and especially starting from grade 7.
Okay, what are some of the favorite things you like about debating?
Um, I like the feeling of excitement, and I like the feeling that we might win. Of course, winning isn't the end goal, but basically the rush of excitement and the ability to debate challenging topics and learn is what I'm really excited about. Yeah.
So you would say that you're like pretty competitive, right?
I am. I
Yes.
feel like we're all really competitive sometimes, but sometimes you learn to kind of like see through it and be like, hey, even if I don't win, there's still a lot of things I can learn from it.
Yeah, so I'm going to just jump right into tournaments now. Now, when you're prepping for a tournament mentally, what do you say to yourself? How do you stay in that positive mindset, would you say?
Um, I feel like I tell myself that like you just have to do your personal best, and what other people think is what they think. I feel like with debate there's obviously like the judging element, there's also like your opponents, and yeah, so I think like just achieving your personal best is the most important.
And do you sort of compare like how you did last time in a tournament to how you did this time and how you might do next time?
Yeah, I mean, especially with tournaments with very similar topics, I'll compare whether or not like the arguments I've made are more like well explained and well mechanized, definitely.
Yes, that's good. Yeah. And we all know like debate, there's a couple of formats in terms of like prepared speeches versus impromptu. And then there's also different styles of debate. There's world style, there's BP, there's CNDF, and so on. So what's your favorite style of debate, would you say? And then within that style, what sort of spot do you like? Do you like being the first, the third, the second? What do you like?
Um, I actually like worlds quite a lot, though it's not the one I do the most because
Right.
I feel like the topics are very like real world oriented a lot of the
Yes.
times, and you're pretty challenging, which I like. And usually I like being second speaker because I feel like there's a bit more like flexibility because you're refuting what another person said and you're able to finesse it a little bit. But being first speaker is also nice because I also like presenting material and arguments.
Right, right. You're laying down the foundation as the first speaker, but then second speaker, you're a little bit more engaged because you've listened to a couple of speakers already speaking, and now you're coming back and you're sort of throwing refutation at them and rebuttal and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's fantastic. Now, tell us a little bit about FDT classes. Like, what are you currently learning? What do you like about the class itself?
I think what I like because we learn a bunch of different topics from like international relations to philosophy and stuff. And
Yes.
what I like is that we have a lot of flexibility to like think on our own. Like the coaches teach us like the broad information on the topic, but they never really tell us well, like what the right arguments are, and we just debate it and then they provide us feedback, which I think is nice because it's more challenging and we're able to actually like think about it
Yeah.
rather than being told.
Good. And I would say you're like a lot more seasoned type of debater, but you are only in grade 9. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. So do you have any, I know it's a bit of a bigger question, but what are your future goals for your post-secondary education? Do you even know right now what you might think of you want to do?
Um, I'm deciding between like chemistry oriented stuff or like some things that can lead into like law school, but I'm
Mm.
not sure yet. Yeah.
Okay. And how do you think debate can help you in your future?
I think debate really helps your critical thinking and like organization skills,
Mhm.
especially even in school right now. Like I'm
Yes.
able to like organize things I say in a manner that's like persuasive and it isn't all messy. So I think it definitely helps even if I study like either chemistry or like law school oriented stuff, it all like connects together and helps.
That's fantastic. Do you like impromptu better than prepared rounds?
Um, Personally, I feel like I like prepare more because you're able to dive deeper because obviously you have like months to do research and to learn about it, and
Mhm.
impromptu is a bit more like concentrated in that time.
Yes.
But most of the time we like finish rounds and we do some brief research on it, but prepared is just more in depth. Yeah.
Mhm. So if you had a bunch of students around you right now and just think of from grade 4 all the way to grade 11 or 12, and maybe they want to try debate for the first time and they're not sure how to go about it, what's your advice to them?
I think it's just a try. Like, don't be afraid to debate other people because you might be like, oh, I don't want to debate it. I'm scared that I'm not saying the right thing. But the more you try it, the more confident you get and you're able to learn. So don't just like write a bunch of notes and not actually present it. You have to actually debate other people.
Yes, no, exactly. So today we're listening to Bonnie and she's talking about all things debate. Just basically try if you're on the fence and you haven't done debate before, and just really work through your critical thinking skills along with, just basically learning things like globally, that you're going to need all of these things for your future at the end of the day, right, Bonnie?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to leave us with?
I just think debate is really fun. And if you're deciding on whether or not you should try, you should definitely try it first. And then
Okay, well, thanks you so much for being here with us today. We really appreciate it. And everyone, thanks for watching. Today you're listening to Bonnie in grade 9.